The Honda City. You know, since the beginning, the Honda City has been synonymous to achievement for me. For someone from the working class, it was like making a statement that yes, I have arrived in life, or I am doing something good with my job. Well, it still feels so. Back in the days when SUVs were not the norm, if you would give a canvas to a child asking him to draw a car, he would sketch out something like the city. Yes, it was the car. And primarily, that was because for my generation, it pretty much defined what a sedan is. A proper three-box structure जहाँ पर आपको एक long hood area मिलता है, defining a proper powerful engine a sedan requires. एक आपको deep boot मिलता है for all your luggage and a cabin that sets the benchmark for the segment. Well, the design mantra is still the same, but the city has evolved quite a bit and the makeover continues with this new facelift as well. Well, the typical Honda design is quite apparent even in the new city. You continue with the flat front, but there are few noticeable changes. जैसे कि ये बिल्कुल नया ग्रिल mesh pattern में finish है, जो chrome था पहले काफी thick था, but now you get this sleeker chrome treatment. You continue with the jewel-like headlights here. Also, the bumper ये बिल्कुल नए हैं, redesigned है and पहले से काफी ज़्यादा sporty लगते हैं. आपको यहाँ पे एक कार्बन फाइबर टाइप फिनिश मिलता है जो काफ़ी अच्छा, काफ़ी स्पोर्टी लगता है, इसके लुक्स को इन्हांस करता है. एंड देन यू हैव गॉट अ वेरी एंगुलर फिनिश, वेरी शार्प कैरेक्टर लाइंस ऑन द बम्पर. अगेन गोज विद द ओवरऑल डिजाइन, सो लुक्स वेरी नाइस. If we come to the profile, largely it remains the same. You have got the 16-inch dual tone machined alloy wheels on the top end variant here. Middle variants get 15-inch units and there are 4 different layouts for the alloy wheel design. Now let's get to the rear and see what are the design changes. Now the rear also looks quite recognizable. The overall design is same, but you have got this new bumper here. Again, you have got angular lines here below on the bumper and a diffuser like finish, again a carbon fiber finish you have got here below on the tip. Looks quite sporty and complements the overall character of the car. The same design, the same treatment we have seen at the front as well. The tail lights are a carryover from the previous unit, and on the top of the boot lid you have got this lip spoiler here. Again, looks very sporty. Honda has also added the new Obsidian Blue body color to the city's range, and boy, does it look classy. A good blend of sportiness and elegance. That said, changes on the inside are even better. Well, on the inside, it's a familiar space and that's only a good thing because the design is very uncluttered, काफी साफ सुथरा दिखता है आपको and काफी neat, काफी अच्छे तरह से finish किया गया है. So it's a well put together cabin. Also, color treatment काफी balanced है. आपको same black and beige treatment मिलता है. Dashboard we have got this wooden finish here. आप इसके बदले एक sportier carbon fiber treatment भी opt कर सकते हैं to get that sense of sportiness inside the cabin. In fact, EHEV variants में आपको carbon fiber finish standard मिलता है along with the brighter off-white shade, which is very prone to stains. The only thing missing is soft touch treatment on the upholstery, which could have taken the finish up a notch. Having said that, it's received quite an update in the features department. अब अगर फीचर्स की बात करें तो एक सिग्निफिकेंट अपग्रेड वहां पर देखने के लिए मिलता है क्योंकि देयर आर अ बंडल ऑफ न्यू फीचर्स. टेक दिस टच स्क्रीन फॉर इंस्टेंस. 8 इंच का ही यूनिट है जो पहले मिलता था, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेजोल्यूशन इस आईपीएस पैनल का कॉन्ट्रास्ट काफी अच्छा है पहले से. विजिबिलिटी काफी क्लियर है एंड ब्रॉड डे लाइट में भी आपको एक ग्लेयर नहीं मिलता है, सो दैट्स अ बिग प्लस. देन रियर कैमरा रेजोल्यूशन इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड. And for the first time in any Honda, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's also a segment first in the compact sedan segment so far. अब उसके अलावा भी काफ़ी सारे फीचर्स मिलते हैं like this wireless charger. ये इस पर्टिकुलर वेरिएंट में आपको अलग से मिलता है. You can take this out जब आप चार्ज नहीं कर रहे होते हो तब you can use the cup holders and then when you want to charge your phone wirelessly वापस आप इसको लगा सकते हैं यहाँ पे। यही EHEV वेरिएंट में आपको सेंट्रल कंसोल में इंटीग्रेट किया हुआ मिलता है। सो अगेन दैट्स अ वेरी नीट फिनिश। देन यू हैव गॉट इनफ cubby holes here, so a practical cabin sofa. Feature comforts like a well spread out ambient lighting system, PM 2.5 air purifier, and new themes for the touchscreen interface are on board as well. But what I am still left wanting for is a premium sound system. Well, at this price point, you do have certain expectations, right? That said, ADAS features have now been extended to the regular petrol variants as well, which perhaps is the biggest update. Well, ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance System, and Honda Sensing are now almost standard on the city. ये 3 variants में मिलता है and even on the manual transmission that we are driving now. So, all your ADAS features, autonomous braking, on sensing any pedestrian, any oncoming traffic or the traffic ahead of you, the car will brake on its own. And in the EHEV, 0 to 30 के speed पे भी car drive करती है. So actually very handy when it comes to bumper traffic, and the car can stop all by itself and continue to roll on with the traffic. So yes, काफ़ी fatigue free experience वहाँ मिलता है. Then you also have features like lane change assist, जहाँ पर आप lane change करने के टाइम पे गाड़ी खुद आपके स्टीयरिंग को इनपुट्स देती है, एक वाइब्रेशन सेंस आप करते हैं एंड लेन के बीच में गाड़ी लेके आती है. सो येस, इट स्टीयर्स इटसेल्फ बैक इनटू द लेन. देन यू ऑल्सो हैव रोल ओवर मिटिगेशन, वेयर अगर आप रोड छोड़ के बाहर जा रहे हो पेरिफेरल से, सो कार फिर से खुद स्टीयर करके आपको वापस रोड पर लेती आएगी. तो अगेन अ वेरी गुड सेफ्टी फीचर. You have other multiple ADAS features like reverse sensing. So जब आप गाड़ी रिवर्स कर रहे हो और अगर पीछे कोई पेडेस्ट्रियन या कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है तो वहाँ भी गाड़ी आपको वार्न करेगी, आपको ट्रिगर करेगी गाड़ी रोकने के लिए. The city also gets adaptive cruise control with slow speed follow, जहाँ कार अपनी स्पीड को आगे के ट्रैफिक की स्पीड से एडजस्ट कर लेती है. And the distance can be set using the buttons on the steering wheel. It also drives itself in slow-moving bumper-to-bumper traffic, and the car departure notification signals it to start moving when the traffic gets going. Well, quite an upgrade in its design and features, but when it comes to things under the hood, it's pretty much the same story. The Petrol City comes with a 1.5-litre 4-cylinder IVTEC engine that belts out 119 brake horsepower at 6600 RPM and 145 Nm of peak torque at 4300 RPM, and is mated to either a 6-speed manual transmission or a CVT automatic gearbox. Honda has pulled the plug on the diesel version of the City while making the petrol more efficient, delivering 17.8 km per litre in the manual and 18.4 km per litre in the CVT gearbox. Now in terms of mechanicals, nothing has much changed in the Honda City range. You get the same 1.5-litre IVTEC engine, जो कि खुद काफ़ी रिफाइंड इंजन है पहले के जैसे ही. वाइब्रेशंस काफ़ी कंट्रोल्ड है. इनफैक्ट स्टीयरिंग व्हील पे, पेडल पे, इट्स स्टिल बेस्ट इन क्लास. आपको बहुत कम वाइब्रेशन महसूस होता है कंपेयर टू इट्स राइवल्स. बट एक स्लाइट प्रॉब्लम अभी भी है, एंड दैट इज विद द नॉइज लेवल्स. The engine tends to growl after 3000 RPM. So as soon as you are building up on the revs, you tend to hear that growl. And on highway, it does get a bit annoying. Yes, the cabin insulation should have been better. You do hear the engine murmuring in the city as well, but it's relatively silent when you are cruising gently. You hear it when you rev it. अगर power delivery की बात करें, so honestly no complaints there because there's a very linear build-up of power, very smooth and it's biased on the comfort side. So एक झटका आपको नहीं मिलता है, काफ़ी आराम से गाड़ी स्पीड पकड़ती है and आपको एक अच्छा mid-range torque भी मिलता है. So on the highway, when you are making any overtakes, when you are making a quick maneuver, it's pretty much reassuring. इनफैक्ट अगर हम गियर शिफ्ट की बात करें तो काफ़ी इजी, काफ़ी प्रिसाइज गियर शिफ्ट है। फर्स्ट सेकंड गियर्स जो है वो थोड़े शॉर्ट है, थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ में प्रोग्रेशन आपको काफ़ी अच्छी मिलती है and you can rev easily over 4000 RPM. So yes, a good rev band on the Honda City. Now we are driving the CVT iteration of the Honda City and I'm quite pleasantly surprised with how better the gearbox has become. जो एक टिपिकल रबर बैंड इफेक्ट था जब आप गाड़ी को रेव करते थे एंड वहाँ पर ज़्यादा नॉइज और कम प्रोग्रेशन मिलती थी पावर में, that is quite well taken care of. यहाँ पर आपको इन गियर्स में वो स्ट्रेच अब काफ़ी कम मिलता है एंड जो शिफ्ट है वो पहले से काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्मूथ हो गई हुई है. सो yes, you do get a bit hint of that rubber band effect yet, but for most of the part, it's taken care of. In city driving conditions, the shifts are seamless. It's very smooth, almost near to a torque converter. You feel more noise and less progression only after 4500 RPM once you get to spirited driving. And speaking of spirited driving, you also have sports mode and paddle shifters, so काफी sporty feel आती है इसको operate करने के time पे and pretty responsive. And with that, it's time to get on with the top-end strong hybrid or EHEV iteration. The same 1.5-liter IV-Tech petrol engine is paired with a self-charging hybrid system featuring an intelligent power unit along with a 0.7 kilowatts per hour lithium-ion battery. It belts out a combined output of 124 brake horsepower at 5600 to 6400 RPM and 253 Nm of peak torque at 4500 to 5000 RPM. And the car offers an impressive claimed fuel economy of 27.13 km per liter. So I chose to drive the EHEV at the end because I wanted to see the difference in noise and NVH levels. Yes, the cabin is quite silent compared to the CVT or the manual transmission because electric power. So 3 modes मिलते हैं EHEV में. First, when the car drives solely on electric power, then you have the hybrid mode जहाँ पर आपको engine और electric motor दोनों साथ में काम कर रही होती है, but still the wheels are driven by the electric motor. Engine is supplying power to the electric motor, and then we have the engine mode where engine sends power to the wheels, and that kicks in when you require additional thrust on the go. The good part, हमेशा के जैसे, you just don't feel when the electric motor is at work and when it switches to engine. So yes, very seamless and very flawless there. Also on the EHEV, you have the battery mode when only electric motor sends power to the wheels. Slow moving traffic में या फिर city commute में you can use this mode for shorter commutes and get really good fuel economy. In fact, हमें अभी 18 km per liter की fuel economy मिल रही है, which is very impressive and obviously very friendly for your pocket. Given that we were not very gentle with the throttle during our test drive, 18 km per liter is impressive. And on a longer highway commute, fuel efficiency can actually go pretty close to the claimed figure of over 27 km per liter. Then other features like electronic parking brake यहाँ पर मिलते ही है, वो सिर्फ EHEV में आते हैं, बाकी में आपको normal hand brakes मिलते हैं, and you have wireless charging as we said earlier here integrated on the central console. Now when it comes to ride and handling, the City is pretty much sorted there because the ride quality is very good, the suspension is very well balanced, so potholes पे बहुत ज़्यादा sharp bumps नहीं लगते, undulations control में है, जो आपको lateral और vertical movements होते हैं वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा feel नहीं होते हैं when you are maneuvering, when you are making lane changes या फिर आप corner कर रहे हो, so body rolls are more or less contained. एंड जब आप शार्प बम्प्स पे या फिर खराब रास्तों के ऊपर से जा रहे हो तो भी आपको वो जो वर्टिकल मूवमेंट्स है वो बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं मिलते, तो यस, द पैसेंजर्स आर नॉट मच टॉस्ड, व्हिच इज अ गुड थिंग. Ride quality has always been one of its strengths, but the steering feedback could be a bit more engaging. As far as the steering wheel is concerned, it's pretty nicely weighed up आपको अच्छा कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है when you speed up, just that you want it to be a bit more communicative when you are taking a sharp corner like this, because वहाँ पे जो nose है वो थोड़ा हल्का wobble करता है. Ex-showroom prices for the new Honda City Petrol begin at 11,49,000 rupees and go up to 15,97,000 rupees, whereas prices for the Honda City EHEV Strong Hybrid begin at 18,89,000 rupees and go up to 20,39,000 rupees. As already said, it comes in 4 variants: SV, V, VX and ZX. Well, the Honda City has been the benchmark when it comes to comfortable and affordable sedans, and with the upgrade, it has gotten even better because it's loaded to the brim with all the latest bells and whistles. काफ़ी features आपको मिलते हैं, and अगर 20 लाख के अंदर आप कुछ SUV से हट के अगर मार्केट में शॉप करने के लिए हैं, then Honda City is one of your worthy considerations. Also, it continues to be the benchmark in the compact sedan segment. Well, that's the new Honda City Facelift with a bucket load of new updates. We'll be coming up soon with more such exciting automotive content.